Today we'll be speaking to Manoj Pardasani, who is the Dean of Adelphi University. So my first question is, in India, we follow the science, commerce, and humanities system of education. So could you tell us more about the education system followed in the US?
Oh, okay. So it's similar to the Indian education system. So you have a lot of focus recently on what we call the STEM departments or disciplines, so science, technology, engineering, and medicine. But then you have arts and humanities. You have economics and finances and business and so on. And then you have a separate focus on professional education. So you're talking about people studying to become psychologists or nurses or allied health professionals, social workers, psychologists. So there are different arenas that one can go into.
Right. So apart from what is taught in universities, what do you think are the essential life skills students should develop during their college life?
Yeah, one of the things that what tends to happen with students who are in the university setting or in colleges, they're so focused on learning, which is a good thing, and so they graduate with book smarts, as I call it, which is they have the knowledge, but what's also important is to have the right values and then the skills to excel at whatever job, whatever discipline you move into. So I think in addition to the content expertise that one has to have, whether it's in humanities, arts, sciences, or whatever, I think there are a few skills that one should have. One is critical thinking. You're never going to know everything you need to know about any job or any discipline. You're always problem solving as you go. And so to have that critical thinking perspective where you take in a problem, you lay it out, you look at all perspectives, and then you arrive at a well thought out comprehensive solution is really a good idea. I think another skill is to be a constant learner. Learning doesn't end when you graduate, it's only the beginning. So I think to be open to constantly learning and growing is critical. Otherwise, you sort of hit a ceiling in your profession because you can't go forward because you're not willing to learn new skills. The world is changing so quickly that if you're not willing to adapt to whatever changes that are happening, you get stuck or you don't achieve the goals that you need to achieve. The other couple of skills that I can think of is sort of taking initiative, showing leadership. I think it's great to learn and follow, but at some point you also need to be a leader and take initiative. And I think that goes a long way in establishing yourself in your profession, in your discipline, but others seeing you as a leader is critical. So I think those are very important. And then, just diligence, having professional ethics, being mindful of others, being a team player, being collaborative, yet competitive. I think all those are incredible in order to succeed in the workplace.
Right, I think that's some great advice for students who are looking to study in university in the future. So, in addition to the normal coursework you have in universities, could you tell us more about the online resources students could take advantage of? Because right now there are a vast number of resources available, but what do you think students can do to make optimum use of online learning?
So online learning is both an advantage and a disadvantage. So I think what the advantages of online is accessibility, right? Like online education now makes good quality education, training, and opportunities accessible to people all across the world, which otherwise would not be possible. People would have to travel to a university or a college or an organization. So the advantage of online is it reaches a vast array of people. It also brings, world-class leaders, knowledge, information to everybody, and it democratizes learning. On the other hand, because there are so many players in the online market, you have varying levels of quality, right? Not everything online is of good quality or consistent quality or even reputable. So I think the first step in accessing these resources is do your due diligence, do your sort of exploration, and make sure that the material you're accessing is from reliable sources, from reputable sources. It's from a university that's known for that work. Investigate who is the instructor of that course, who developed the course. Is it an organization? Is it a university? Are they known for that work? Are they recognized? Because anybody can set up a college or an institute, online. Doesn't mean that they are reputable, or even what they're offering is of value to anybody. So I would say do your due diligence and investigation. But I think online is a great way to learn things that you may not otherwise be able to learn at your own institution or in your own home country or home, because maybe you don't have the resources, or that expertise is not available in your region or in your city or country. So I think that it's a great resource, but you should approach it with care, because there's a lot of good product out there as much as there's not good product out there.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for your advice, and I wish you all the very best.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I wish you all the best in your project as well.